Hey, what's up guys? I am your host, Ryan Zoo, and this is King of the Hill. Alright guys, welcome to King of the Hill. This may very well be the most exciting King of the Hill game you have ever seen. We have Anacondaz challenging the current king, Isuckatbattles, with this very impressive win-loss record, 359 wins, 2,870 losses. But despite that win-to-loss ratio, he is actually a very, very good player. In fact, he is the best player currently in King of the Hill. So Anacondaz is challenging the king. So because he's challenging the king, any games versus the king is a best of 7 here, guys. We're going to have a real treat for you. Good luck for Anacondaz, and good luck for Isuckatbattles. So even though I haven't seen these games yet, there's so many reasons why I think this may very well be the most impressive and awesome King of the Hill game you have ever seen. Number one, we have a battle versus the king. This is an opportunity we don't get very often, but we finally get to see some battles versus the king. Currently, Isuckatbattles is king, and he has been playing a lot of king games. Really, really awesome. Number two, Anacondaz is playing. He is a super, super creative player. So we're going to see some awesome creative stuff out of these guys. Number three, this is after the patch, so now, you know, there's so many new strategies to use, there's so many new maps, there's Pumpkin Patch and things like that, and I love watching Anacondaz come up with new strategies for each new map and given the tower changes. But will it be enough to beat the current king Isuckatbattles? I don't know. And number four, Anacondaz, after recording this, told me this is an epic series, you have to commentate this ASAP. And so I am commentating it ASAPly for you guys. I'm so looking forward to this. There might be a couple of lives lost here. I see one blue getting through. This might get Anacondaz down to 154. Yep, 147 lives down by Anacondaz. He says, oops. This usually isn't that big of a deal for Yin Yang, because usually people I found do lose lives a bit later. I don't know. For some reason, people just can't seem to stop round 15 rushes without losing some lives. Things like that. So I wouldn't be too worried about this lead that Isuckatbattles has, but nevertheless, it is the lead. I have seen some guys post, you know, why does Ryan get so excited about one life? You know, most games don't even get to round 37 anyway. And that's true, but the reason why they don't get to round 37 is because Anacondaz now has to rush. He has to rush to win the game. He's down on lives. And so basically, the lives things change the flow of the game, is what I like to call it. It makes Anacondaz, it puts so much pressure on Anacondaz because now he has to go on attack, whereas Isuckatbattles can just sort of sit back and relax and get more economy and sort of defend and things like that. So I think in theory, if Isuckatbattles plays perfectly from now on, he should win, sort of, because if there was an attack that Anacondaz can do to beat him, if he was playing quote unquote perfectly, he should also do that attack at the same time. Alright, so I haven't really been reading this chat very much, and again, I'm not very familiar with strategies after the patch. I did play a game versus Prob LG, Pro Bordersland Gamer, and I won't tell you the results of that game, but that was basically my only experience playing after the patch. I've just been so busy commentating these games for you guys, and Pawn Battles is, some lives, maybe, nope, no lives lost by Isuckatbattles, getting 3-0-0 boomers, very lots of defense versus blacks, should be completely safe versus blacks. So far no slow-mo either, which is really good. But yeah, I've just been so busy commentating Pawn Battles and things like that, I just haven't had enough time to play King of the Hill myself. But I'm really looking forward to get back into it and play some more games with you guys. Okay, so both these guys knowing how to defend against blacks perfectly. Just a couple of 0-0, maybe 0-2, or 2-0 boomers. It's quite enough to defend this blacks. And what I found is that all these noblemen, they go for like constant infinity black rushes on round 6 and 7. And I think the reason for that is that it lines up perfectly where they get economy and they save up just enough money for a ricochet for round 8. So there's not really that much point. Oh, some Rigo Bloons! Oh my god! Ah! I think there's 1 life, 2 lives lost. So that was an awesome rush there. Awesome rush by Isuckatbattles. Man, he is so good at this game. But yeah, just a couple of Rigo whites, I think it was, and then some yellows behind it. And those balloons just kept on regrowing. That's being so dumb. And look at this, there's some random space whites here. I don't know what the hell that's about, but hey man, shouldn't doubt him. Isuckatbattles, he is the current king. He probably knows exactly what he's doing. And a mortar up Anacondaz. I'm curious to see if Isuckatbattles is going for mortar or village. Mortar can definitely be exploited to lose some lives, but oh, and a village by Isuckatbattles, so he does not want to lose any lives whatsoever. But can he get that village up in time for round 12? That is the question. But yeah, as I was saying, for round 6, if you go constant black rushes... Oh, so here's a double... Oh, before I talk about that, here's... Whoa! He got that up instantly, so very, very well played. And Anacondaz says, I see. Honestly, so... Oh my god, but they might still cause some more damage! No, no damage being done. So look at this. This is how Isuckatbattles has adjusted to Anacondaz' strategy. Anacondaz has a very, very strong strategy where he instantly sends regrow rainbows on round 12 versus the village, because oftentimes most people just don't actually save enough for a village. But Isuckatbattles, knowing that Anacondaz likes to do this, has adjusted and got his village up as soon as possible. So look at this. Such high level play by these guys, adapting to each other's playstyles. Isuckatbattles knowing that Anacondaz is very, very aggressive, and so he's basically prepared for every contingency. Alright, so here's a big regrow ceramic rush on round 15. This is the super hardest rush to stop. Those ceramics always regrow back, and this might do quite a bit of damage here. Definitely, I see quite a few regrow. Yeah, whoa! That was a whole ceramic getting through. Wow, wow, wow. Now Isuckatbattles down to 32 lives. He has to go for a counterattack. He has to go for a counterattack. Still not going for a counterattack. So it looks like, I mean, this is sort of what I believe, is that you really can't go village on Yin Yang, because you can't get enough economy to go village and protect against like a really large regrow ceramic rush. Maybe the best idea is to go regrow ceramics yourself. I don't know, but oh my god, village is just really, really hard on this map because you just completely don't have money on for round 15. So for some reason, Isuckatbattles saying, "Congrats, we have a new king." He's already giving up on game number 1. That's ridiculous. Being a little bit premature there. But I would be really, really excited for Anacondaz if he was king. He certainly deserves it. He has done so much for Bloons Tower defense battles. Creative strategies, excellent commentary, and just you know, giving just bringing a lot to the game, both Ninja Kiwi games in general, as well as Bloons Tower defense battles, and as well as King of the Hill. Really, really great guy. So here's the round 18 rush. Perhaps Isuckatbattles, what is he going to do to get back in this game? I'm pretty sure Anacondaz probably still has a ground 0 for his 4th tower, as ground 0s are still really, really strong. Yes, they can't pop BFBs anymore, or maybe it takes like 4 pops to pop BFBs, but it isn't too hard to use Moab Assassins and sell rebuy that first, and then once you get them down to Moab layers, it's pretty easy to get 1 ground 0s to destroy everything. So here's a camo ceramic, oh my god, Anacondaz needs to move his mortar to get these ceramics. I see a whole ceramic get through. Now Anacondaz down to 43 lives, but not quite enough. Oh, 31 lives! Whoa, 31 versus 32 lives! This is awesome! This is freaking awesome! This is the ultimate comeback, 1 life difference, but that's all you need. And that's forcing Anacondaz to go for the BFB rush. This is how awesome is the lives are in King of the Hill. It forces each player to go for the attacks, and it swings the game back and forth. Okay, so Isuckatbattles getting ready for the ground 0 defense perhaps, but if he wants to go for the ground 0 defense, he needs to steal his Moab Maulers. Okay, so he stole his Moab Maulers. This is probably going to force Anacondaz to need some Moabs. Yep, so here's some fast Moabs. This gives Isuckatbattles less times. Basically, he sold the Moab Maulers because he wants to get some more times to pop that BFB, or to not pop the BFB and get some more time. Okay, so but now they're all down to Moabs. This should be a really, really easy ground 0 for him. Getting it up, he needs to sell some more towers though. Okay, so now he's at ground 0. Ground 0 is enough to pop all BFBs. Anacondaz is still down on lives, 31 lives to 32 lives. But now the single ceramic might be enough. He's going to use the turbocharge to beat it. Does Isuckatbattles lose any lives? Well, the turbocharge was enough, but can Anacondaz keep on rushing? Okay, so he keeps on rushing with a single Moab. Unfortunately, Isuckatbattles still has a turbocharge and their Moab Assassin. So he's going to go for Moab Assassin defense. Meanwhile, Anacondaz has to defend his own Moab. I don't know if I agree with this Moab Assassin. Well, how does Anacondaz have so much money? Quite a few balloons getting through. 23 balloons, 9 balloons, and GG. Whoa, where did that come from? Holy cow. 1 life left. 1 life with the win. Isuckatbattles just not quite enough to defend against that natural Moab. That was an insane game number 1. That was so insane. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was freaking awesome. That was the best single game I have ever seen in King of the Hill. Holy cow, I can't believe Anacondaz lost down to 31 lives and then came back with some fantastic attacking while somehow managing to have enough money to defend his own side as well. With that mob assassin and that 4-0 bomb tower. Holy cow, down to 1 life. I actually don't know if there was any more balloons behind that. He may very well have won by a split second there. Wow, wow, wow. That's game number 1 there, guys. Anacondaz leading 1-0. Let's go to game number 2. Alright, here we are in game number 2. Let's see what map Isuckatbattles has chosen. Man, I can't get over how awesome that game number 1 was. That was the most insane game I have ever seen, and you guys witnessed it right here in King of the Hill. Alright, so Plutonium Mines is the map. Looks like Anacondaz is going for Bomb Tower and Boomerang, whereas Isuckatbattles going for some sort of upgrade on his Bomb Tower. So probably going to go for the 3-0 Cluster Bomb into either Ice tech shooters or a Dartling Gun. Possibly a Dartling Gun. I know that quite a few noblemen believe that the strategy that Dark Atomic showed when he played Super Bomb Jumbo, the Cluster Bomb with Dartling Gun with ninjas. That's right, you heard it. If you haven't seen that game, go watch it. It is insane. He used ninjas, and I think his 4th tower was Mortar, obviously, for camera detection. But that was like a really, really interesting strategy. Or maybe it's farms. No, I think it was farms, actually. I can't remember if it was Mortar or farms. I think farms actually make more sense. This balloon is getting through. There's a little red balloon. Oh, so Anacondaz is changing his targeting maybe at the last second. I'm not too sure there. And Isuckatbattles does have 3-0 Cluster Bomb. And I'm really, really curious to see, because this is Plutonium Mines. I wonder why Isuckatbattles chose Plutonium Mines. I no longer know if this is still a no lives lost map, as in like it should be really easy to get no lives lost, or if it's more of a rush map where you can get high economy. I literally have no idea, but because Isuckatbattles chose this map, I presume that he has some idea, and he's probably you know, gonna have a quite good strategy for this map. Actually, look at this boomerang positioning by Anacondaz. It's freaking awesome, man. I never realized how good this position was, because I put the boomerang a little bit further back. But actually, this position is way better, because look at, whoa! Whoa, whoa! I have not been paying attention. There is a dart monkey on the board. What the hell? And this balloon might get through here, guys. I see a green balloon getting through. Is Isuckatbattles gonna lose some lives? This crazy little pink rush here by Anacondaz doing quite a bit of damage, but it looks like no, there was no lives lost here. But we are seeing a dart monkey by Isuckatbattles. What the hell is he doing? What the hell is he showing us? I actually have no idea if there was any changes to dart monkeys in the new patch. I presume there must have been, otherwise he wouldn't be doing it. And the Dartling Gun, there it is. So what the hell is he using the Dart Monkey for? What the hell is he using the Dart Monkey for? I have no idea. I'm really, really curious to see the strategy that Isuckatbattles is choosing. And meanwhile, Anacondaz is playing the very safe and safe strategy with these boomerangs. And as I was talking about, so yeah, so okay, so let's talk about these things one at a time, because there's so many things to talk about. So number one, Isuckatbattles needs to focus down the blacks with his Dartling Gun, and I guess that Dart Monkey set on strong also helps a little bit, although it keeps whiffing. Oh no, there it is. So that does help a little bit. Just adding a little bit of extra popping power. Meanwhile, that Dartling Gun does need to focus the blacks, so it can pop the blacks, and then the cluster bombs can do some good damage. Whoa! Oh my god, I just saw Isuckatbattles just lost 1 life. I didn't see how he lost it, but nevertheless, he is down 1 life, and this is a huge, huge, huge big deal here, guys. If Anacondaz can... What the hell? Where did these guys lose their lives? Did he think... What the hell? Have I not been paying... Oh, man, I have not been paying enough attention. And I see some more players get through. What are these guys doing? Why are they losing so many lives? This is like... Are the rounds shorter? Holy cow. What? Is he lagging? How is he losing so many lives? What the hell is going on here, guys? So a quick little Rego Black and Yellow Rush here by Anacondaz, trying to do some more damage. And it is really affecting that cluster bomb. It does mean that Dartling Gun makes it really hard to pop the blacks. He's still going with the rushes. Man, Anacondaz is so aggressive. Why is he so aggressive? He's already hitting lives. Oh my goodness. Wow, 139 lives for Isuckatbattles versus 146 lives for Anacondaz. It's quite a significant lead for Anacondaz. A lead of... Oh, and choosing to use a village instead of a mortar. Really, really interesting. This actually might give Isuckatbattles an opportunity to come back. Maybe a really strong round 15 ceramic rush. That's just a general rule that I found, is that if you go village, ceramic rushes are really, really strong because you don't really get enough defense for that. And this regrow lens, really interesting that Anacondaz is still going for aggression. Certainly not what I would go for, because, you know, yeah, you might cause Isuckatbattles to lose some more lives, but how does that help you? You know, like, you're already ahead in lives. And certainly it looks like Isuckatbattles will lose a couple more lives here. Although with that 3-0 Monkey Ace, maybe no lives lost. Yeah, looks like with that Monkey Ace, he is doing pretty okay. So, Monkey Ace, oh, whoa, okay, whoa, okay, whoa! What, whoa! Okay, never mind what I just said. How the hell did he lose all those lives? That must have been lag. I mean, what? Isuckatbattles says, what am I doing? And certainly that is true. I mean, what is he doing? He has gone Dart Monkey, like a single 0-0 Dart Monkey, which hasn't achieved anything as far as I can tell. Going for a Monkey Ace, and the Monkey Ace just isn't very accurate, you know. It's got decent popping power, but it's just not very accurate. And a couple of spread out Rego Bloons can certainly do quite a bit of damage. Isuckatbattles down so many lives. He has to do a huge rush to come back on this. Instead he's choosing to go more economy. Look at this, going for pink economy. So it looks like he's not going to go for a round 15 rush. Instead choosing to go for a much later rush and getting that economy for now. Yeah, really curious what Anacondaz is doing. He's already shown a bomb tower and he's shown a Boomer Monkey, Boomer Monkey and the village. So probably Monkey Ace as his last tower, as Monkey Aces are still really good guys. And double Dartling Gun from Isuckatbattles. This is such a weird strategy, man. So here's the Ceramics by Anacondaz. Like, this is a really interesting decision to go for Ceramic Rush, but it will likely cause some damage, as because double Dartling Gun. Oh, that Ceramic is probably getting through. Oh no. Oh, whoa! I see tons of Ceramic Rego Bloons getting through, but will Isuckatbattles lose any lives? So far, no lives lost. So maybe that was just a glitch with the graphics, but yeah, no lives lost there. I don't know why Anacondaz went for that attack. Not only was it not effective, but it just completely not necessary. But I guess that really just to show how aggressive of a player Anacondaz is. You know, he is probably the most aggressive attacking player on the face of the earth. No doubts about it. And there's the Monkey Ace. You guys, if you guys missed that, he just showed a Monkey Ace just then. So we now know all 4 of Anacondaz' towers, and we know all 4 of Isuckatbattles' towers as well. So Monkey Ace still really necessary and really good for late game. Already getting 2 more Maulers up for Anacondaz. Wow. So he is definitely very safe versus any round 18 Moab rush. And I really don't see how Isuckatbattles can break Anacondaz. I mean, the only hope is that because Anacondaz has gone for such huge rushes all the time, he is really low in economy. And thus, a round 22 rush or round 20 rush might be enough to hurt him. But it's hard, you know, it's really hard. And Anacondaz is kind of surprised neither of us have full lives. Got no life loss at all. Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, I would have certainly expected these guys to go no lives lost, but I mean, it's kind of hard to say because Anacondaz is such an aggressive player and he's so good at attacking. I mean, if you can, it's like way different from going regular no lives lost versus going no lives lost versus Anacondaz. He knows just how to exploit you perfectly. And that's why he's already, you know, up 1-0 in this series versus the current king, Isuckatbattles. So round 20. Okay, so here's the big rush by Isuckatbattles, and this is what I'm talking about. 1 Moab Assassin and tons of Rego Ceramics, followed by more Moab, lots and lots of Space Moabs. And this might actually work, you guys. I see a lot of Rego Ceramics that aren't being killed, although with this 4-2 bomb tower is helping quite a bit, and the ricochets. But these ceramics are still getting through. A bit of slow-mo, but I see a whole ceramic getting through. Will Anacondaz losing lives? 42 lives! Huge attack on round 22, or round 21 or whatever, maybe round 20. But not quite enough to kill him, and Isuckatbattles put everything he had into that attack. He put everything he had into that attack, and now he just has absolutely nothing, so this won't be enough. Looks like Anacondaz does defend that humongous attack. This will be GG for Isuckatbattles. 2 zeros to Anacondaz. Oh my god, I think we may very well have a new king here, guys. Anacondaz leading 2-0 in this best of 7 versus Isuckatbattles. Only 2 more for Anacondaz, and he will attain the king status. Whew. Wow, I am so pumped for this game number 3. Will Anacondaz get the quick 3-0 lead, which pretty much ensures his victory, or will Isuckatbattles start mounting a comeback? Let's go to game number 3 to find out. Okay, game number 3. I'm really curious to see what map Isuckatbattles has chosen. Oh, Hydro Dam. So obviously seeing that he's not very good going no lives lost on the big maps, choosing instead the smallest map on the map pool. And Isuckatbattles is interesting. So Anacondaz says, I wonder why you wanted to host so bad. It looks like Anacondaz has previously been hosting, but no. Isuckatbattles, because he was a loser and because he does choose a map, he does sort of get the right to host a battle and therefore choose which side he wants on Hydro Dam. And being on the left side and the right side is actually very different. And we can see. Oh, actually no, this is not necessarily. Actually, this isn't really selling my point. But yeah, there is a difference between the left side and the right side. And usually that's because the boomerang is so much better on the left hand side than it is on the right hand side. In fact, it's not usually, it's always, it's absolutely much better on the left hand side. But actually, Isuckatbattles is not choosing to use boomerangs, instead choosing to go for a boat. And a boat in a very early start of the track. So usually when I go boats, I put them at the very end. Very similar to Pro Borderland Gamer's strategy. In fact, I actually, copied it from him. So yeah, it looks like maybe Anacondaz is trying to, Isuckatbattles, by putting the boats at the start, is trying to make really short rounds. And this is sort of one of the new things you can do with the new strategy, so with the new patch, is that you can make rounds short by killing balloons really early. And that actually makes stalling, which Anacondaz loves to do, really impossible. And what the hell? Why is Anacondaz losing so many lives? Wow, did he just not upgrade his I have no idea. I totally do not expect Anacondaz to lose that many lives there. And a farm by Isuckatbattles. Whoa, this is really interesting. A triple boat with mortar and a farm. And a farm starting on round 5 as well. And what the hell? Isuckatbattles says, I've never tried this before. So he's playing a king battle. Well, of course he's playing a king battle. He's a king, so any battle he plays is a king battle. But I can't believe he's doing an experimental strategy in a very serious battle like this. But it looks like he is anti-stalling though. It looks like the anti-stalling is kind of working. But now we're going to see how Isuckatbattles will stop round 6 blacks. How is he stopping blacks? So definitely some blacks here by Anacondaz. And Isuckatbattles will need a lot more defense in this. Yeah, he'll definitely need more defense. Meanwhile, Isuckatbattles is also going for Black Rush. Going for pure constant blacks, and it is causing Anacondaz to lose quite a few lives. A little bit of slow-mo here we can see, as Isuckatbattles has pointed out, and as you can see, slow-mo is spelled S-L-O-M-O. So farm up to 2-0, and I feel like Anacondaz should do some more rushing, because I don't think 3 boats can stop infinite blacks. Yeah, I just don't think it can. And Anacondaz continues to lose lives, so maybe some lag here, because he is the one that's doing the recording. I don't know. I don't know what he should do here. Maybe so he's waiting for that to put that bomb tower down. It's always precarious, the timing of putting the bomb tower, because you do lose a couple of lives because you have to move that darting gun just a little bit. And now Isuckatbattles putting the same bomb tower, going for the 3-0. Where's this bomb tower? Okay, so there's the 3-0 bomb tower. I was getting a bit worried for them there. Whoa, man, these guys are just losing so many lives. Isuckatbattles down to 68 lives, 65 lives, 62 lives, 61 lives, 59 lives. And Anacondaz is down already to 37 lives. Man, any single small rush will be able to hurt him so bad. And also, the economy is like so low for these guys, because they are killing the balloons so early. And yeah, the rounds just are so short, which may very well mean that the farms are really good. I'm curious to see if he's going to do a farm Rainbow Rush on round 13, and if Anacondaz is going to go do a counter Rainbow Rush maybe to defend. Because I don't know if he actually has enough money to defend the Rainbow Rush on round 13. Although he's getting pretty close. To defend a farm Rainbow Rush, you usually need 2 cluster bombs with that ricochet and a 2-1 darting gun. Meanwhile, Isuckatbattles has just got the ultimate mega boat. Holy cow, getting a boat in a really interesting position with the grapes as well. Why not? The grapes aren't very expensive. But yeah, I really wonder how the boat will hold versus ceramics, because whenever I go boat strategies, I always lose to ceramics with boats. But yeah, here it is. Will Anacondaz go for Rainbow Rush? So Isuckatbattles says, try me. Really just hoping to tempt Anacondaz into rushing. Technically, Anacondaz is down alive, so he does sort of need to rush, but at the same time, it is Hydro Dam. No one actually gets a late game. Come on, guys. No one actually gets a late game. And especially when Anacondaz is saying he has very low economy. So it looks like Anacondaz is getting ready for a laser cannon, perhaps. He has sold that cannon, which usually means... here's the ceramic. So here's a huge ceramic rush by Isuckatbattles. And there's the laser cannon. Maybe a bit too late. Oh my god, losing some lives. And this might be here for Anacondaz. He's not popping these ceramics fast enough. 10 lives, just not enough, and GG for Anacondaz. So it looks like a single laser cannon not enough to stop permanent regrow ceramics. And yeah, there it is, GG. It looks like Anacondaz needed some more defense, but that's the problem when you use the laser cannon, and especially the Dartling gun as your defense, is that you can't, you know, buy any more towers when defending. Anacondaz had no choice but to keep his mouse pointer, you know, down so that Dartling gun could shoot straight down, and just praying it was enough. But obviously it wasn't enough, and Isuckatbattles had enough money to send enough constant ceramics to beat Anacondaz there. And meanwhile, actually, I just realized that Anacondaz tried to go for the counter rush with the extra money he had left over, because obviously there's no point having extra money left over, as he couldn't put any towers down with it anyway. And going for that counter rush, but just a little bit too late. It looks like those regrow balloons may have gotten through. Not too sure. There was still 2 more cluster bombs at the end there. Anyway, so it looks like Isuckatbattles winning back a single game. Now only down 1 or 2 in this series. Is this momentum back for Isuckatbattles, or is Anacondaz going to pick a sick-ass map where he can show, you know, his preparation for these games? Because that's the thing about these best of 7 and these best of 5s and King of the Hill, is the amount of preparation you can do before you play an opponent. You can literally prepare for a whole week and train on every map and get really good at some maps. And so then when you lose a map and it's your turn to pick a map, you have some special surprise strategy lined up for your opponent. And let's see if Anacondaz has such a special surprise strategy lined up for Isuckatbattles. Okay, let's go to game number 4. Alright, here in game number 4, let's see what map Anacondaz has chosen. I'm actually really curious to see what map he'll choose. And he's chosen Pyramid Steps. Really interesting. I'm trying to think what strategy he's going to go for. I actually have no idea. I have no idea about either of these players. Isuckatbattles is also doing some crazy strategies. Man, his strategy on plutonium mines is really crazy. And here it is, guys. Farm versus no farm. Farm versus no farm, guys. So Isuckatbattles, obviously, I think he's actually like one of the best farm players out there. When I played him like very early on in King of the Hill, when I was a knight, and Isuckatbattles was just some random challenger, he beat me 3-0 using 3 quick farm rushes. Like, he just knows everything there is to know about farms, literally. And what's the chat going on here? My heart rate has quintupled. Gotta hate insta regrow last game. Oh, was he an insta regrow? Oh, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, maybe when he was trying to defend that ceramics with his Dartling gun, there might have been some insta regrow. And I love to hear that these guys' heart rate is racing, because that's what I love. That's why we play Bloons Tower Defense Battles, King of the Hill. You know, really, not really, but rarely. R-A-R-E-L-Y. Sorry, guys. In quick battles or, you know, private matches or fun matches, do you get such an adrenaline rush than you can get from King of the Hill. And it really is the biggest adrenaline rush you can ever get. And it's really great to hear that Isuckatbattles is having this adrenaline rush right now. Okay, so both these guys go for 3-0 cannons. Farm economy for Isuckatbattles, completely farm economy. Not even mixing in with the Bloons economy, just pure farm economy. Whereas Anacondaz going pure Bloons economy. And so a bit of downtime here, guys. So what can we talk about? Man, I just wanna like take a break from how awesome the series is. Holy cow. Game number 1, epic. Game number 2, epic. Game number 3, epic ceramic rush. Man, there's so many good games in this series, and I think we have so many more games, awesome games to come as well. And it's still only 2-1, so this is the best of 7 here, guys. Early days. Anacondaz still has to win another 2 more games to take the king spot from Isuckatbattles. So Isuckatbattles getting the quick farms, and both of them go for tack shooter cannon. Really interesting choice. Choosing not to go ice or anything like that, but just the original sort of tack shooter cannon, you could say. And I wonder if they're going to go for Ring of Fire, as Ring of Fire has been buffed. Not as good as the two. Whoa! Oh no, well, I guess there's definitely going to be some blacks leaking through here, but in general, lives. Whoa! Lots of lives being lost here. But yeah, in general, lives not so important when one player's going farms, because he will have to do that rush at some point to win the game. Bullshit by Isuckatbattles. So now it looks like a single ceramic rush by Anacondaz will be enough to kill Isuckatbattles, and that's always the precarious spot you're in when when you lose less than 104 lives. I think it's 104, it might be 106. But that's how much approximately damage that a single ceramic does. And so that means when you go below that, you're really, really dangerous to things like multi-exploits and stuff where ceramics get past. A quick little black and yellow rush here by Anacondaz, forcing Isuckatbattles to spend a bit more money on defense. But overall, doing pretty well in economy, you know. And another huge black... Oh my god! Did you see that timing? That was such good timing. So the reason that you go yellows after your blacks is to stack it up at the place where there's tech shooters, and he timed that perfectly. He set the minimum amount of yellows that he needed to do that attack, because he doesn't really want to send Bloons. He'd rather get farm economy, and that was the perfect timing and the perfect amount of yellows. Man, I am not surprised at all that Isuckatbattles is king. So Anacondaz is obviously not a fan of ice, and using the mortar as his camera detection, getting his camera detection quite a bit early actually. I'm not too sure why he's doing that. He's moving his mortar around quite a bit. Interesting choice. So yeah, Isuckatbattles, because he's going farm economy, he wants the rounds to be as quick as possible, and for some reason, I still haven't figured out why, but oftentimes the rounds just naturally stall, even though there's no balloons on the map at all. But the round still stalls for like maybe 2 or 3 seconds longer. And you might think that's not much of a difference, but that makes a huge ton of difference, man. That's an extra income boost almost, and that all adds up, man, over time. And especially if that happens early on, then that extra income that you get early on sort of compounds into tons of economy later on. So Anacondaz is feeling really, really safe, happy to go for economy on round 13. This is quite ridiculous, as a huge Rainbow Rush, especially with farms, may very well kill him. But having said that though, that Ring of Fire... Whoa! Anacondaz has so much economy! He has not enough economy to go pinks and get a 4-2 bomb tower. Holy cow. I guess that's what happens when you have long rounds, as Isuckatbattles says. So Isuckatbattles trying to sort of make up for that by getting tons and tons of quick farm economy. These guys know they need at least a 4-0 bomb tower to stop ceramics. And here's a quick little ceramic rush by Anacondaz. And this just goes to show again his playstyle. Such an aggressive player. And I mean, it may or may not, you know, it may or may not cause some damage, but even if it doesn't do damage, like in that case, it makes you nervous. It makes you really nervous to play Anacondaz, and it actually has a huge psychological effect and makes it harder for you to play well. So much economy, says Anacondaz. I wonder how much economy he has. I mean, he has been sending pinks on round 13. Normally you'd never see that, and so that's why you can get quite, and that's why Anacondaz has quite a bit more economy. And also, yeah, tech shooter bomb cannon does get you more economy than boomerang strategies. So that's another reason why he has more economy. And Isuckatbattles, meanwhile, has also got tons of economy. Holy cow, he's up to 9 farms. He is up to 9 farms. Holy cow. and never seen so much moolah in my life. Moolah is money, you guys, if you guys didn't know that. So Isuckatbattles is obviously also able to get quite a bit of economy because the rounds are longer, and even though he's using farms, just because he can get 9 farms, whereas most other people I think only get 7 or 8 farms by this time period. Yeah, 9 farms means he has a lot of money, and I really wonder what attack he's going to go for, because he is down in lives, so he does have to do a huge attack at some point to beat Anacondaz. Otherwise, Anacondaz will go up to a quick 3-1 lead, and that means he's 1 game away from finishing off Isuckatbattles and taking that king spot. Alright, so round 18, no more rushes by either player, and at the moment, you know, Anacondaz should not rush at all. It would be almost suicidal to rush, because any rush he does, then Isuckatbattles can just sell some farms and defend the rush easily, and then Anacondaz is in a really precarious situation, because by rushing he has lost all of his economy. So if Anacondaz has any brains at all, which I know he has a lot of brains, I think he will make the choice to not do any rushes and just wait for Isuckatbattles' rush and defend it properly. Okay, so a bit more natural stalling, I think that's what they're talking about here. And yeah, we're going to wait for the big rush on round 20 or round 22. That's usually when you see rushes by farms. If it goes any later, it is kind of weird. Round 19, I am so excited for this round 20 rush. I really do expect it, guys. If it doesn't happen, I'll be quite surprised. I personally think that round 20 rushes are stronger than round 22, just because of the possibility of ground zeros on round 22. Isuckatbattles thinks he is screwed. I don't know why you would say that. I mean, this game pretty much went exactly as you expected. You went farms, you didn't try as hard to get no lives lost. You know, what did you expect? How can you say I'm screwed without having tried a farm rush first? And Anacondaz calling the really early GG. Oh, I don't know about this. This is a bad omen. And whoa, Isuckatbattles also replying the GG. What the hell? What is going on here, guys? Why are these guys both saying GG? And okay, I thought for a second the Isuckatbattles. Oh, even more lives lost by Isuckatbattles. Why did they not move his mortar down to 39 lives? What the hell is he doing? His mortar is completely the wrong position. He totally forgot about it. That's hilarious. He actually totally forgot about it. Okay, so here's a huge rush. And whoa! What the hell? Anacondaz using this to stop BFBs. So no, instead of using ground zero, he's using this. And why would he? But it doesn't make no sense. I see a lot of camera Bloons getting through. Camera Cerix, tons of normally. Anacondaz is losing lives. And a bland rounds from defense. But will it be enough? 55 lives. Even more cameras than getting through. Where's his mortar? No mortar. Isuckatbattles beats Anacondaz in game number 4, coming back 2-2. What the hell? Anacondaz sold his mortar. No, wait, no, he didn't. No, I see his mortar at the bottom there. So that was just a perfect mortar exploit by Isuckatbattles, the ultimate combo attack. And I never expected a boat defense by Anacondaz, but that was a crazy choice, man. If he was gonna go for the boat defense, I would have suggested he sold his Moe Maulers, because once his Moe Maulers popped that one BFB down to Moebs, and then once that happened, he was in a really precarious situation. No ground zero, and the boats are just not very good against a group of 4, 3 or 4 BFBs, as that special ability costs quite a lot. It's not that cheap, guys. I did some calculations, and it's only like maybe $4,000 or $5,000 cheaper than ground zero. And so if you sell and rebuy that, quite a few, you're losing more than $1,000 every time you sell rebuy. And he had to sell rebuy really fast there. So yeah, that caused Anacondaz to lose all of his money. He couldn't get any more mortars up. And yeah, Isuckatbattles doing the perfect combination attack with those farms being sold. And that was enough to defeat Anacondaz. So now we have the game squared up at 2-2. Isuckatbattles making an amazing comeback. And now it really is anyone's game. Will Isuckatbattles continue with his momentum and go into game number 3 with a win, or will Anacondaz sort of stop the bleeding, so to speak, and put his foot down and choose a map that he's really strong at, and take it from there and win the 3-2 himself? Let's go to game number 5 to find out. Okay, game number 5. Whoa, that was a quick loading screen. Okay, so we have chosen cards by Anacondaz. Did I say that right? Yeah, I guess, yeah, cards by Anacondaz. And farm vs farms. So that's why. So Anacondaz getting that recording up just in time. And yeah, farm vs farms. So back to the good old days of farm vs farms. Isuckatbattles still has not put a tower down. I wonder if he's going to go boomerang or something else. Whoa! What an interesting place to put his bomb tower. Actually, no, not that interesting. Pretty normal place. So if you do go with a bomb tower start as opposed to boomerang, you do lose a couple more lives. I actually don't know why anyone would ever go for the bomb tower start. Boomerang start just makes a lot more sense to me. I guess Isuckatbattles did get economy up a little bit earlier, but I mean, come on. And oh, both these guys actually, I just realized, going for a little bit of Bloons economy, not for economy, but actually as an attack, forcing their opponent to get some more defense up. So, man, back to cards. I actually have not seen cards for so long. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure I have not seen cards in King of the Hill for such a long time. And it's crazy because cards, we saw cards so often back in the days when cards were the first map. But now I really am enjoying this game on cards. It's like a throwback to the good old days. And these guys getting their 2-3 boomers up, actually 1-3 boomers. And this is just such a nostalgic feeling, seeing farm vs farms on cards, as that really was the go-to strategy back in the day. Every single first game we saw was farm vs farms on cards, if the players had any semblance of skill. So now, yeah, back to the good old days. But I wonder if, given the patch and things like that, given the changes in round times, the changes in towers, if there will be any changes to these strategies. I'm sure there will be a change to the strategies, somewhere along the lines, but I just don't know what it is. Certainly Spike Storm isn't as strong as it used to be. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Also, don't forget that boomerangs cost more. So a 2-3 boomerang is like a couple of $100 more expensive, things like that. Looks like Anacondaz leading a little bit in the farm race. Oh, pretty close. No, I would imagine that their farms are pretty much should be in sync. There's not really any reason why one player can get ahead right now in the farms unless they're like one player completely stuffs up and completely forgets to put a farm down at some point. Going for a little pink rush. This is really interesting. I don't know why he would do that. It does force Anacondaz to get that 2-3 boomer, I guess, which might be worth it. I don't know. But I guess the pink rush also adds to economy as well. It's not a complete waste. But it does mean that Anacondaz seems to be ahead in the farm economy. Oh no, it's still pretty even. So yeah, a bit of downtime here until around probably 12ish when things get exciting. But yeah, these guys are just going to continue building their farm economy. Might be some action around 8 if one player is really stupid. It doesn't get enough money for Ricochet. But you know, this is a battle versus the king here, guys. And Anacondaz, I think, was ranked 4th before this. Oh, well, not before this. So like, you know, at the time that this was played. So 4th versus 1st. These guys are very good at Bloons Tower Defense battles, King of the Hill, and just very good at Bloons Tower Defense battles in general. So really just a privilege, an absolute privilege to be able to see these guys face off versus each other in a really epic best of 7 game. So both these guys going for the exact same rush, although slightly different defenses by each of these guys. Anacondaz going for mortar defense and making that mistake of upgrading his mortar to 1-3 or 2-3. Just completely money wasted. Yeah, the camera detection. And meanwhile, Isuckatbattles go for double bomb tower as his defense. I have actually never seen that before as a defense for yellows around 8, but it makes sense. Bomb towers is actually really good versus any sort of group balloons. And Anacondaz, you know, obviously a little bit sad to have spent that $500 on his camera detection a little bit early, but it doesn't seem to be too much of a big deal as both these guys still have the exact same number of farms, and I presume a very similar amount of balloons economy as well. So Anacondaz down in lives. That's somewhat of a bit of pressure on him. Like, in theory, Isuckatbattles could just go for the farm defense and never rush and just go for defense the whole time. But, you know, at the same time, I still wonder if... Ooh! A couple of lives lost by Isuckatbattles. I really don't know how he lost those lives. Probably just a little bit of lag. A single space rainbows. Whoa, that's an interesting attack. But with that 2-3 boomer and the ricochet, not going to do anything there. And that's actually let Anacondaz get ahead in the farm economy, which is quite interesting. Yeah, ahead by not too much, but definitely ahead in the farm economy. And meanwhile, Anacondaz has moved his mortar positioning to the left-hand side in the very beginning. Usually this means that it's like impossible to get mortar exploited. Usually if you put the mortar in the beginning of the track, the whole point of exploiting the mortar is to pop Moabs down to, you know, ceramics and rainbows and lots of other pink balloons and stuff. So you get lots of balloons in one particular area, but if you have them at the beginning, then the Moabs don't get popped fast enough, which means that mortar is, yeah, it's just never exploited. But having said that though, the mortar at the beginning is not completely camo safe. You can do a huge a huge camo pink rush and do a few lives of damage. Meanwhile, speaking of damage, holy cow, Anacondaz did not deal enough with that ceramic rush, losing quite a few lives there just to 2 ceramics. And well, but at the same time, I don't know, did Anacondaz do a ceramic rush as well? I saw Isuckatbattles lose some more lives. Whew, man, this is like such a long and epic series. I've done so much shouting so far. Man, my throat is getting a little bit parched. But anyway, I will persevere for you guys. So, proof that lag has plenty to do with slow-mo. So yeah, it seems like slow-mo is lagging these guys a little bit, which is causing them to go, which is causing them to lose a couple of lives. But these guys are still hanging in there. So 7 farms for Anacondaz and 6 farms for Isuckatbattles. So Anacondaz has definitely taken a surprising lead here in the farm economy, and I guess that's just because he's done slightly less rushing than Isuckatbattles. But having said that though, you know, those rushes have put Isuckatbattles in the lead in terms of lives. So, you know, interesting trade-off. If it was me, I would prefer to be in Isuckatbattles' position. I love having lives. I love having more lives than my opponent, because generally I just love defending. My theory is that any attack that you can send, you can always defend that same attack with the same amount of money. So if you can send a $10,000 attack, you can defend with $10,000. So whatever amount of farms Anacondaz sells to do a huge attack, Isuckatbattles can sell the same amount of farms to do a defense. Alright here guys, so here's the round 18. So is Anacondaz going to do a huge rush? No, but not yet. Looks like it might be coming a bit later. But yeah, I really love to see these attacks by these guys. Oh! No, I see 2 Moabs here. So 2 Moabs from Anacondaz. But with this double Moab by Isuckatbattles. And meanwhile, a counter Moab by Isuckatbattles. I see a couple of regrow balloons getting through, maybe. No. Whoa, tons of life he lost. Whoa, that was enough to kill him. I can't believe that double Moab rush on round 18 was enough to kill Isuckatbattles. He totally did not prepare enough for that attack, not getting enough defense. Probably should have got some more ricochets up. But, wow, that was really, really surprising. Really surprising that worked. Completely did not expect that. So, Isuckatbattles choosing to go for the counter rush. And that was a good idea. It did cause Anacondaz some damage, but it did mean that he was not at all prepared in terms of defense. So, whoa, Anacondaz leading 3-2. Will Anacondaz, you know, very, very much a crowd favorite, although Isuckatbattles is also a huge crowd favorite at the moment as well, with this very, very incredibly hilarious win-loss record and his commentary. By the way, guys, if you don't know, Isuckatbattles does do some commentary videos, although they're a little bit different from the commentary that me, Anacondaz, and Super John Bombo, Unstoppable, that we do. And you'll get to see what I mean if you ever find his channel. So there it is, guys. Game number 5 completed. Anacondaz winning 3-2, 1 game away from victory, 1 game away from becoming king of King of the Hill. Let's go to game number 6 to see if you can close out the series. Alrighty, game number 6. Game number 6. We don't get to see this very often. I have a game number 6, but this is a best of 7, and these guys are actually having a neck-and-neck game. And oh, pumpkin patch. I actually have no idea what this map is called. It's pumpkin something. I'm gonna call it pumpkin patch. Yeah, it's gonna be really awesome to see these guys' strategies on the new map. And whoa, Anacondaz going farms on this map. Meanwhile, Isuckatbattles is going boomerang in a really, really interesting position, a really, really late position. And also Anacondaz going boomerang on a really, really late position as well. I'm actually really surprised by this. Why would you go farms if you're not going to go anti-stall? So if you guys don't know what anti-stalling is when you put your towers at the front with the intention of... so Isuckatbattles was already thinking things when we're going to lose this, and therefore, you know, Anacondaz will have be the new king. Yeah, oh, by the way, this map was chosen by Isuckatbattles, so, you know, Anacondaz says, zero idea what I'm doing. That might be the reason why he's going farms, because personally I think farms are not very good on this map. I think this map is so huge, I think it's a really, really easy map to get lots of economy. I actually have no idea why Anacondaz is going farms on this map. It might work if he goes for anti-stalling, but I've tried anti-stalling and it doesn't really work for me, but maybe it'll work for Anacondaz, I don't know. But yeah, just let me explain what anti-stalling is. Anti-stalling is basically when you put towers at the very front of the natural balloons, and that means that the natural balloons get popped really, really early. And because of the new rule, where the new round starts 4 seconds after all the balloons are popped, all the natural balloons are popped on your own side, you can actually make the round super short on purpose. And you want to do that if you have farm economy, because farm economy, you know, is really, really strong when the rounds are really, really short. And that's what's now commonly known as anti-stalling. So yeah, Anacondaz doing farms should be anti-stalling, but he's not. He's got his boomerang at the very, very end there. So these rounds just be so long, and Isuckatbattles get so much economy. And it's not just how much economy he has, but look how easy this map is. It's such a long map, so much time to defend Moabs and BFBs and stuff. And also, when you have things like cluster bombs, which are really, really cost efficient, on maps like this, where the cluster bomb may even be able to hit 4 tracks, it may be able to hit the balloons 4 times over. Like, I just don't see why anybody would think this is anything else other than a no lives lost map. And I would be honestly really, really surprised if Isuckatbattles loses a single life on this map. But having said that though, you know, because he doesn't care about lives so much at all, because Anacondaz is using farms, you know, he might just let a couple of lives go through, leak through on round 6 maybe when there's a black rush. just because he doesn't care. And now Anacondaz is doing the anti-stall. So apparently he is anti-stalling, but not with boomerangs, but instead with bomb towers. So that's quite interesting. And meanwhile, Anacondaz, even though he's doing farms, he is still going to do a bit of a rush here. Let's see if this boomerang spot can solo blacks. I actually have no idea if it's enough to solo blacks. So definitely not enough to solo blacks by the looks of things. Isuckatbattles putting it on last, but not quite enough to solo blacks. So it looks like you do need a bit more defense. Meanwhile, this black rush by Isuckatbattles is going to do quite a bit of defense to Anacondaz as well. So Isuckatbattles losing only 1 life, actually not doing not too bad. But that's because he did get that bomb terror up. And I don't see what this anti-stalling is that Anacondaz is doing. I mean, look, there's red balloons getting through, blue balloons getting through. These balloons, look at that red balloons, it's traveling so slow. It's taking forever to get to this boomerang. And and Anacondaz thinks the map is imbalanced. There has been some talk about how I think one side can fit like favored towards left side. Yeah, I have heard that like on the left side you can put like 8 farms or something like that, and on the right side you can only put like 3 farms. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but I have heard something like that. I'm surprised actually that Anacondaz has not put some more farms down. Meanwhile, he's going for a huge Rigo black and yellow rush. So Anacondaz is just such a huge attacking player. And whoa, Isuckatbattles also going for his own attack, going for the Rigo whites, but with that ricochet up, shouldn't do any damage whatsoever. And I mean, just look how easy it is for Isuckatbattles to defend any sort of rush overall. And look at this cluster bomb. Look at this, bacham! Look how much damage that single cluster bomb does. Man, this map is such good defense, man. I don't know why anyone would ever think farm's a good idea. So, you know, I'm sort of feeling bad for Anacondaz. I think this might not be a win for him on this particular map, just because of the strategy he's chosen. But yeah, maybe that's just the way to beat Anacondaz, is to choose these big maps and go for the defense and just let sort of it's almost like letting Anacondaz hang himself, because he loves to attack so much that it's almost like he has like a philosophical refusal to whoa. What the hell? So because he had to sell that farm to get a village in a very centralized location. That sort of makes sense. But yeah, sort of Anacondaz sort of refuses to play that sort of long late game, no lives lost type of King of the Hill game. He thinks it's really boring, he thinks it's not exciting, and I mean it's kind of true, but at the same time there are just some maps which are big like this which you really have no choice but to try to get no lives lost. So little bit of downtime here. I doubt Anacondaz will go for the round 15, so the round 13 Rainbow Rush, just because they're so easy to defend. A couple of camo reds by Isuckatbattles just to force Anacondaz to get that village up. Anacondaz seems to have quite a decent amount of economy, but I don't know. I still feel like Isuckatbattles has way more economy, and not to mention way more capable of defending, you know, any rush that Anacondaz can send at him. And Isuckatbattles is so confident. Look how confident he is. He's so confident he's even getting pink economy balloons on round 13. So he's completely confident that if there is a Rainbow Rush, he can defend it. And you know, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, there's just the track is just so long. You have so many opportunities for that ricochet to pop those rainbows. It's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. So already Anacondaz seems to be not so happy about the strategy he has chosen. And Isuckatbattles, meanwhile, still getting more pink economy. Oh my god, Isuckatbattles will be rolling in moolah soon. He'll be rolling on so much money. And he already has quite a bit of defense. I mean, this combination of defense with double mortar, look how much money he has. He's got double mortar already on for round 15. That's ridiculous. And my economy sucks as well. So the only saving grace, I think, is that Anacondaz is up in lives. So up in the series, he's up 3-2. So even if he loses this game, it's not over for him. He still has no chance to win the series as a whole. The other saving grace for him is that he is so freaking good at attacking. He is so good at attacking. You know, he just comes up with attacks that I would never even dream of, and somehow, some way, they work and defeat, you know, his opponent, obviously. And at the same time, Isuckatbattles knows this. You know, these guys are very, very familiar with each other. He knows this, and that's why he's got double mortar, because he knows that camo exploitation is one of the prime ways that he could lose in this match. So a quick little ceramic rush here shouldn't really do any damage. Oh no, it does do some damage. Really interesting. So here's the big rush. Oh, you got me. You got me, Isuckatbattles. Man, that had me shitting myself. So going for the 4-2 farm, just get some more economy and some space whites. Okay, whatever. I guess more of just as a laugh. Space whites can't really ever do any damage. And Isuckatbattles has an insane economy apparently. He probably has like, I don't know, maybe 1200? Maybe more, I don't know. Jesus. I would say probably at least 1200, and that is so much economy. You know, you can survive all rushes with about 850 economy on round 18. So to have 1200 means you're just rolling in it. You're completely rolling in it. And he's also showing his ground zero. Well, he's showing his monkey ace, which is obviously for the ground zero. And yeah, 3 more maulers, tons of defense in the back, 2 mortars. What can Anacondaz do to come back in this? What sort of rush can he do to beat Isuckatbattles? I don't know. I don't know. So, oh nah, I probably don't have, I really can't risk talking about other stuff at the moment. I have to watch this game because I'm sure a huge rush is incoming. If not around 18 rush, then it'll be around 20 rush for sure. I think, yeah, Anacondaz still likes around 20 rushes much more than around 22 rushes. Although the double BFB on round 22 is pretty damn strong, especially when they stack like that. Man, there's so many ceramics that come out of that is really strong. So Isuckatbattles getting the Operation Dartstorm. A great look at this. Even Operation Dartstorm is really good on this map. Look how many times these darts coming out of the Operation Dartstorm can pop the balloons. They have like 4 times to pop the balloons. That's just ridiculous. That's 4 times more than Yin Yang, for example, which is just a circle. So here's a round 20 rush, a single BFB, and oh, this is actually a really precarious situation for Anacondaz because he has the factory. He actually has to sell all of his economy in one go. He can't like sell some farms, keep some farms, you know, and then things like that. He has to sell all of his farms in one go. And now that Isuckatbattles is showing that he can get a ground zero on round 21, a ground zero on round 21, he should be completely safe. There is no way this attack should do any damage. Once his maulers pop the outer BFB layer, a single ground zero is enough to wipe everything else out. Yeah, the only way that Isuckatbattles can pretty much lose this is if he's, you know, just being really stupid. And he doesn't even need to use the ground zero. That's how good and easy it is to defend on this map. And whoa, a Zoma God rush on round 22. This might be quite effective. I heard Zoma Gods have been made quite a bit harder, but I don't know. I mean, it is. Did I say ground zeros? I mean Zoma Gods. Oh, I don't know. I might have said the wrong thing there. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so I used to defend this by sort of sell rebuying ground zeros, but now you just sell rebuy Moab Assassins, and it's still just as effective. Meanwhile, it looks like Anacondaz has just left him with just enough money and defense to defend if need be. And this, don't send space, don't send group Moabs. What the hell is group Moabs gonna do? Just a double cell rebuy ground zero is definitely gonna be enough to kill everything. This is gonna be GG here for Anacondaz. I mean, that was just way too easy to defend. I cannot believe he thought a farm rush could possibly work on this map. Camo pinks, you know, double mortar can obviously stop really easily. Yeah, I mean that's Anacondaz's biggest strength and his biggest weakness is that he loves to attack. You need to realize on big maps like this, where it's so easy to defend, you can't be an attacking player. And now he's saying he hates the map. Yep, so some camo pinks here by Isuckatbattles. And this should be it. GG here, guys. GG. Game number 6 goes to Isuckatbattles, which means the whole series is tied at 3-3. We are going to a game number 7 here, guys. We are going to a game number 7. I am so excited for this. Who do you guys think will win? Post in the comments before you watch game number 7 who you think will win, and we will find out together. Oh my god, game number 7 here, guys. Let's go. Alright, are you guys ready for the showdown of this epic series? Game number 7 of this best of 7. And Anacondaz has chosen Temple as the final map. It all comes down to this. Good luck indeed to everybody. And it looks like Anacondaz is going to go for farm, and Isuckatbattles is going for a farm. So we're going to see farm versus farms action in this finals game. No chance for a draw, absolutely not. The map is too small. These guys are going for farms. There's absolutely not going to be a draw. A winner will be decided in this match. Isuckatbattles losing a couple more lives early on, but I don't think it makes too much of a difference. Oh my god, my throat is dying. I will survive though, don't you guys worry about me. Just worry about enjoying this game. It's going to be so epic. Both these guys go the old school style, boomerang and bomb tower. Nobody wants to do anything too risky and go for crazy new strategies. Isuckatbattles, my hands are shaking. That's what happens when you have way too much adrenaline going through your hormone system. It actually causes the shakes, which is what Isuckatbattles seems to be feeling right now. And he has just moved his boomerang position. What the hell? He says, WTF am I doing? So it looks like he's not going to go for 2-3 boomer. He's going to go for ricochet. Yes, as I predicted, that is the spot for the ricochet. It's definitely not the good spot for the 2-3 boomer. Meanwhile, Anacondaz is being really sneaky here. Trying to go really greedy and get some more economy. But yeah, it makes it really hard for him to afford the towers. Now he finally gets that ricochet up. But he has lost tons of lives. Tons of lives. Whoa. That was not worth it. Anacondaz is saying that was not smart on my part. But he is still in this game, still alive. But he does have more economy by Isuckatbattles, but I don't really think that was worth it. Losing way too many lives. They're down to 75 lives. Now a single Ceramic Rush will kill him. Now one of the things about Temple is that one single mortar is not enough for full camo detection. So if you do a massive camo pink rush, you can do a lot of damage. And I feel like Anacondaz is just low enough in lives where a massive camo rush in round 12 might just work. If you react fast enough, if Anacondaz reacts fast enough, he can move the mortar to the bottom position as opposed to the top, which is the sort of usual position. And that does help out a little bit more, but still a very strong all-in rush, but at the same time kind of risky because it is technically stoppable. Alright, these guys both go for black rushes versus each other. Both of these guys getting defense versus blacks, and some more lives lost by Anacondaz. Despite having two 0-0 boomers for defense, he does not have enough black protection. Black protection, whoa, that's a racist joke right there. But anyway, these guys getting more farming economies up. I am really excited to see who's going to rush first. I feel like Anacondaz has to rush first. Just because he is down in lives. But at the same time, you know, he might want to rush because he is the master of rushing. And but you know, at the same time, Isuckatbattles himself, not too shabby with farm rushes. He is one of the very few players who actually knew how to defend against farm rushes back in the old days on cards and stuff when farm rushing was super strong, and it still is super strong. Meanwhile here, guys, Rigo Whites doing lots of damage. Both players losing lives. Anacondaz down to 55 lives. Isuckatbattles down to 116 lives. Damn, these guys are so good at attacking, and they're just really, you know, both of them are living on the knife's edge right now. They want to get that perfect knife's edge balance of maximizing their economy while getting what's basically the most minimal defense they can to survive any sort of rush that can be thrown at them. And it seems like their defense is just not quite enough to stay in no lives lost, but it is enough to not die, at least, versus Rigo Whites. So Isuckatbattles ahead in farm economy just a little bit, and he's ahead in lives, so he's actually in quite a huge lead here. The attacks that Anacondaz have been doing have just been quite costly, but not really enough return for the cost that they cost, really, because oh, there it is, catching up with farm economy now. So it's going to be pretty hard to say who's ahead in the economy. I would say Isuckatbattles is still ahead a little bit. He probably has more money right now, and indeed he is getting another farm. I've never ever seen 5 farms on round 12. Holy cow, this is so greedy. Usually 4 is the maximum I would go. I would never go 5, it's just way too greedy. It basically means that should Anacondaz choose to go for a rush, Isuckatbattles has no choice but to sell a farm as soon as possible and get some more defense up. Which is why I think Anacondaz should definitely go for attack here. Anacondaz is contemplating selling a farm. Is he going to sell a farm? He's also getting ready to sell a farm if need be for his own defense. But no, choosing instead to get more economy. Really interesting choice here. And the game will go on, guys. The game will go on. We will not go see a round 13 Rainbow Rush be the deciding factor for this game. What will it be? Maybe a round 20 rush. Anacondaz is finding a bit of a struggle here to place his boomerang. I can't believe our final game has been decided by the good old boomerang strategy. You know, good old bomb tower mortar, the original towers that are so powerful, and they really are timeless towers. You know, Ninja Kiwi has nerfed the boomerang a little bit, but it is still ridiculously strong, and definitely the choice over the best choice compared to other towers. Round 15 here, ceramics. So here's two ceramics, a decent sized ceramic crash here by Isuckatbattles. But looks like Anacondaz should have enough defense for this. Whoa, there's tons of, what the hell? GG, what a crazy ending. Okay, so what just happened here? So we're about to see a frame by frame replay. Frame 1, ceramic close. Frame 2, the frame by frame replay. Frame that ceramic gets popped into 2 rainbows. Okay, this is I never. And then frame 4, rainbow has already regrown back into ceramic glass. So this is what's called the ceramic insta regrow, and it's really dangerous. It's quite unlucky if you get it, and it does pretty much mean the end of you, especially when you put your 2-3 boomerang on last as opposed to being on strong, which is, I think, a much better versus a ceramic defense. So there it is, guys. Wow, an awesome, nice little edit there by Tyler at the very end, just to clarify what the hell happened there and why he completely underestimated how much defense he needed for that ceramic rush. Normally his 2-3 boomers and his 2 ricochets would definitely be enough defense, but just 1 in every 5 times, 1 in every 10 times maybe, you just get really unlucky, and when the ceramic goes into 2 rainbows, those 2 rainbows insta regrows into a full ceramic again, and that basically is the end of you there. So Isuckatbattles winning with a tiny bit of luck there at the end, but also just having the guts to go for that ceramic rush. And what an amazing series overall. Anacondaz unfortunately losing to Isuckatbattles, but congratulations to Isuckatbattles winning 4-3. A close series, and you know, the most high level series I have ever seen for a long time, and also at the same time incorporating a lot of new strategies. Just an amazing series overall. Give us a like, thumbs up, comment it, favorite, I don't know, share it with your friends. Definitely show them this video if you want new players to come and watch and experience King of the Hill, because there's nowhere else you're going to see games as exciting, as high level, and as emotional as games like these. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. That's it from me. My name is Ryan Zoo. See you next time.